Treetop Twins Wilderness Adventures. The twins watch a whale. The water swished and swirled as the winds ripped the surface, and creatures moved beneath. The Treetop family had taken their time machine, not back in time, but up into the air, high above the South Pacific Ocean. Persephone, Penelope, and Persephone Palabo were hoping to photograph some animals that lived in the ocean from above. From their position high up in the sky, the Treetop family could see dolphins leaping out of the water. But it wasn't dolphins they were looking for. They were hoping to see something a little bigger. Wow, said Affle, pointing downwards. Is that down below an enormous shape has come to the surface of the water? It's a blue whale, said Asha. The professors were so excited they grabbed their cameras for around the necks and quickly began photographing the big blue whale. It's huge, said Ted. The whale is longer than 3 buses back to back, and looks at what the next to it, said Asha. It was a baby whale, which wasn't small either. The baby whale was about the size of an elephant. The blue whale is the largest mammal that ever lived on the earth, said Persephone Penelope. Her eyes shine, and they are very shy and rare, so we are incredibly lucky to see them up close like this. Whoosh! A great jet of water and air puffed out the mother's their blowholes and shot nearly as high as the Treetop family. I can see the blue whale as 2 blowholes, said Tulip in excitement. Another gigantic blue whale swam up beside the mother. They seemed to be trying to push a baby whale into the surface. What are they doing? Asked Ted. They are helping the baby take its first breath, explained Persephone Pallow. How very kind of them, said the Tulip. Oh yes, blue whales are shy, but they are very kind, said Professor Penelope. Not surprisingly, because the great big whales have great big hearts. A blue whale's heart is as big as a piano. The Treetop family took photos of the whale until the sun began to go down, and they decided to probably time to head back to their shore for dinner. Persephone Pallow went to the controls to turn the time machine around. As he did so, the 3 whales sent their 3 jets of water from their blowholes. They waved us goodbye, said Tulip. Waving back goodbye, lovely whales. But the time machine didn't seem to be turning around. It seemed to be dipping downwards towards the sea. What's happening, Ted? Asked Persephone. Hello? I'm afraid we are a bit low on fuel, said Professor Pallow. Oh dear, worried Persephone Penelope. Whatever shall we do? As the time machine sank lower and lower, as they spotted something. Hey, Tulip, rather than waving to the whales, why don't you wave at that boat down there instead? Said Ashley, pointing at a huge ship. Maybe that can give us a lift home. So Tulip and the rest of the Treetop family all waved us and shouted at the boat below, and eventually the captain of the ship looked up. He blinked in surprise at a strange sight, but sure enough, he changed his cards to pick them up. Cressida Cowell went to the controls and made the time the machine go down until it was gently resting on the deck of the boat, and the Treetop family were brought back to shore. Nighttime on the shore of the South Pacific Ocean, the Treetop family were having a dinner around the campfire out in the bay. The dolphins were playing games in the light of the moon. Wasn't kind of the captain of the boat was to rescue us, said Tulip. A human heart may not be as big as a blue whale's heart, but humans can be kind of helpful too.